that swallowed Pinocchio. It's perfectly safe, I assure you he hasn't eaten anyone in years, to my knowledge. Just to be on the safe side though, please keep your hands and arms inside the boat and out of the slimy green water. Now according to the story of Pinocchio, when he was swallowed by Monstro, he lit a fire in his belly that made Monstro sneeze so hard that it blew his tail right off, giving us our own special entrance into Storybook Land.
Oh, look at this.
We begin with the classical tale of the three little pigs. On our left is the cave of the big bad wolf, and across the way are his potential breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Miss Piper's house of straw, Fiddler's house of sticks, and Practical Pig's house of wolf-proof bricks.
That's funny.
Under the bridge and to the left is the little British village where Alice began her adventures in Wonderland. She lives in the thatched house in the corner, and on a golden afternoon she followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. On our right, in the center of the canal, is London Park, where Wendy, John, and Michael flew with Peter Pan and Tinkerbell on their way to Neverland, leaving a trail of pixie dust in the trees. Straight out of the Arabian Nights is Agrabah, city of mystery and enchantment. It was here where a street rat named Aladdin managed to stay one jump ahead of the palace guards and steal the heart of Princess Jasmine. Beneath these twinkling arches is where Aladdin disguised himself as Prince Ali of Agua and took Princess Jasmine over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride to a whole new world. Now one might ask, how could a street rat disguise himself as a prince, and where would he get a magic carpet? The answers lie just ahead, so please keep your hands and arms inside the boat as we enter the Cave of Wonders, where we'll find Aladdin's magic lamp.
I think I see it. Look at this.
On our right is the cozy little cottage of the 7 dwarves, where you can hear Snow White whistle while she works. And beyond that is where the dwarves dig in their minds the whole day through. On our far left is the stately chateau where Cinderella once lived with her wicked stepmother. But thanks to her fairy godmother, she now lives with Prince Charming in the castle at the top of the hill. And halfway up along that bridge is where Cinderella's coach turned back into a pumpkin.
The other side of
On our left is a giant patchwork quilt comprised completely of desert flowers. This quilt was inspired by the silly symphony, Lullaby Land. And in case you're wondering, all of the trees and plants in Storybook Land, from palm trees to pomegranates, are 100% real. They're kept small by a process of miniaturization known only to Tinkerbell and a select few Disneyland gardeners. This keeps them from growing no more than 1 inch per year. Some of these trees are the oldest in Fantasyland, reaching ages of over 150 years old. A few are even planted by Walt Disney himself. Just around the bend is Toad Hall, ancestral home to J. Thaddeus Toad, Esquire. To the left of Toad Hall is Mole Inn, the modest little home of Toad's best friend, Mr. Mole. Now if you should hear a wind in the willows, it's probably Toad up on a wild ride, merrily on his way to nowhere in particular.
Mr. Toad, he's in Toad's house.
On our left are 3 Dutch windmills. The one in the center is most famous for sheltering local animals during a terrible thunderstorm, in the Academy Award-winning silly symphony, The Old Mill. Beneath the Matterhorn is the Alpine village home of Pinocchio. It was in that woodcarver shop where Geppetto wished upon a star and brought his little wooden puppet to life.
I agree.
Anchored in the bay to our right is Prince Eric's ship. It was on that stretch of beach where Ariel took her first steps on land and became part of our world. Now, she lives with her husband Eric and daughter Melody finding this beautiful castle by the sea. But when Ariel was a little mermaid, she lived under the sea. So if you look to your left beyond that waterfall, you might catch a glimpse of Ariel's underwater home in Atlantica, built on her father's sea Titan. And now it's time for us to return to shore. So please keep your hands and arms inside the boat and watch your fingers and elbows as we approach the dock. I hope